It's time to uncover the most outrageous and idiotic content of the digital realm. We're about to embark on a journey of unintentional hilarity. Online handles have been changed to protect the stupid. It's X-Stupidity on Rock 107.
Civics Failure asks, who is this POTUS that everyone keeps posting about? And does he work with SCOTUS? Hashtag foreign-sounding names. Has no friends 570 writes, I think I just peer pressured myself into doing it. Lyric Muffler 92 posts, just sang the national anthem. Someone tell me who Don Surly is and why we care about his lights.
It's X-Stupidity on Rock 107.
Not Grammar Guru asks, why must a woman be called a hoe when she sleeps with many, but a guy is placed on a pedal stool? Globe Giggler posts, leaving Atlanta on my way to Texas. I'm all around the world. And Never Picked Up a Book 548 writes, my hand hurts. I'm pretty sure I have carpet tunnel.
It's X-Stupidity on Rock 107.
Atlas Antagonist 03 asks, how far is Las Vegas from Nevada? Not a Number Ninja writes, I want to do something that's 90% mental and 40% physical. And Never Saw a Map posts, all you Hawaiians trying to chime in on what the president should do need to shut up and leave it to the Americans to decide.
It's X-Stupidity on Rock 107.
Better safe than sorry, I guess. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. A woman in Wisconsin suffered heartbreak on Saturday when her Green Bay Packers lost to the San Francisco 49ers, but not a heart attack. Emergency services were sent to a home in Madison, Wisconsin Saturday night after a woman called 911 saying her aunt was in trouble. Now, it wasn't like they were in the same room watching the game together and she's like, oh, she doesn't look right, something's wrong. No, it was she had just gotten a text message from her aunt that said, I'm having a heart attack. Now, she didn't mean that literally. She was watching the Packers game and she was anxious about it since the 49ers were coming back, which of course they did. I mean, it's just a game. It shouldn't be a cardiac workout, right? It's not aerobics. I mean, I get it. Those playoff games can be intense. You're sitting there watching every play, your heart's pounding, but that's not a heart attack. I mean, I've been there, but most of us just scream at the TV, maybe toss a pillow or curse a lot. A few minutes later, the Madison Fire Department pulled up to her aunt's home, and the aunt, 100% alive and well, went out smiling and said, it's all been a misunderstanding. She apologized to the EMTs and paramedics, saying she didn't realize her words would be taken literally. So, choose your words wisely when texting, and remember, context matters.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
A California election worker received an envelope containing fentanyl, but still the most terrifying thing to get in the mail remains a jury summons. New York came in third place for U.S. states which get the best sleep, most of it coming Sunday afternoons while the Jets and Giants play. The Detroit Lions have reached the NFC Championship for the first time since 1991. Dallas Cowboy fans reacted by asking, what's the NFC Championship?
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107. Often ends up asking himself, am I a jerk? On Rock 107.
Am I a jerk? I'm at the casino the other night, having dinner, a couple of drinks, hit some tables, and I'm doing all right, but I got to use the facility, so I got to walk away. I walk over, family restroom is open. Woohoo! I walk in, I do what I got to do in the family restroom, and as I walked out, there's a family waiting, a dad and 3 kids. And I walked away, and the father said, yeah, don't apologize. So I turned back and I said, hey, Yambag, you would have waited longer if it was a family. You should be thanking me. And he said, you shouldn't be using it at all, you jerk. So am I a jerk? What do you think, Rock 107?
Hey, Prospector.
Hey.
Hey, no, you're not a jerk. I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go. It's not like you walked into the ladies' room.
That's true. I used the family room, not the ladies' room. Danielle says, dude, not cool. Family bathrooms are for, if you have elderly people, mother's playing slots and she needs assistance, or maybe if you're there with toddlers and younger children. Pam says a restroom is a restroom. You're not a jerk. What do you think? Am I a jerk? Rock 107.
Hey, well, you say you're at the casino?
Yep.
What's that guy doing with kids at the casino anyway?
Well, there's restaurants and stuff there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he seems to think you're a jerk.
What do you think?
If you gotta go, you gotta go, man. I was up in Tunkhannock one time. I had to go, and I was at the Dunkin' Donuts, and the men's room was busy. I went in the ladies' room.
Boom. He just said, I got to go. It's got to get it done. We're going to make it happen. Eric says, yeah, because it's not just a casino. It's a hotel, restaurant, shop. So you're a jerk. Marion says you should have gone to the men's room. That is just my opinion. What do you think? Am I a jerk? Jesse, no, not at all. You got to go. You got to go. I've used family restrooms before. You tell me, Rock 107.
Well, I've used that myself. I got like in the turnpike. I go in the family room. But guess what? I have colorectal cancer with an ostomy bag. And there's a lot of times when people like you screw me up because I'm standing there waiting for ignorant people like you because I have to use it. So maybe you get colorectal cancer someday and you can understand that.
So you're saying I'm a jerk?
Absolutely.
I don't think I wish cancer on anybody, but I understand that man's point. I didn't think of that. It never occurred to me somebody else may need to use it for something like that. Andy says, what are you, too good to use the restroom with us commoners? You're a yam bag. In the question today of am I a jerk for using the family restroom instead of the men's room, the answer, and it is a very slim margin, but the answer, according to Northeast PA, very slightly, I'm not a jerk. 1 year old. Her name is Valeria Ryan, and she's a veteran. She joined the Navy in World War II and taught soldiers how to land bombs. She told a reporter the secret to her longevity is, quote, drink all the booze you can.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
You think you know who you are, then all of a sudden it's blown up by science. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. There's a PBS show called Finding Your Roots, and it's hosted by educator Henry Louis Gates Jr. And the show features DNA diagnosticians analyzing genetic code, tracing bloodlines, occasionally debunking some people's beliefs. The series also has celebrities, and they look through their ancestral histories. They discover secrets. They share their reactions with the viewers. Over the course of 10 seasons, it's featured guys like Questlove, LL Cool J, Samuel L. Jackson, Cyndi Lauper, Barbara Walters, Ben Affleck, and tons more. Tonight's episode features the Red Rocker Sammy Hagar and actor Ed O'Neill. And Sammy finds out something.
Sammy, this chart shows the total number of men found with the surname Hagar who match your Y DNA signature.
0. How can that be?
Sammy, genetically, you are not a Hagar.
Get out of here.
You want to find out what your real biological surname is?
Yes.
What I'm about to introduce you to is 100% certain, because you are not a Hagar. Please turn the page.
I'm a Belcher?
You are a Belcher.
Oh, my God.
Your Y DNA matches 27 men with the surname Belcher.
Wow.
You are Sammy Belcher.
What a trip.
Wow. Now, I hear that. I start thinking, did Sammy's mom cheat on him? Like, what happened? Were they lying to him as a kid? But yeah, Sammy Belcher doesn't have the same ring to it, but I can't imagine it changing Sammy's biggest hit. All right, I apologize.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather round the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
A man went into a Walmart bathroom and threatened to blow up the place, and he wasn't talking about unloading his bowels. A 28-year-old man in Florida named Cody Clements found a lost cell phone in a Walmart bathroom last Friday and got the bright idea to use it to call in a bomb threat. He told the 911 dispatcher there was a bomb in the store. When the dispatcher called the number back, Cody told him, tick-tock, and hung up. And this wasn't just a catchphrase, it was also his excuse. Cody left the store just as cops were arriving. Cops contacted the phone's owner, looked at security footage, and pieced together what happened. Then they tracked Cody down, who lived in the area. He was arrested and told authorities he'd been seeing people on TikTok making fake bomb threats and decided to do one himself. He's charged with making a false report about planning a bomb, which is a felony.
Nominee number 2.
A Domino's delivery driver was the victim of an attempted carjacking around 1 a.m. in Connecticut, and there are some pretty wild details. It all started when the driver got out of his car. 2 suspects wearing masks jumped inside and tried to drive off, but the car got stuck on an icy road, and the driver threw a pizza at the perps. That was enough for them to bail. They ran back to a getaway car and it sped off. The driver of the delivery car got back in their car and chased them, but during the pursuit, the carjackers started shooting out the window back at the Domino's driver. No one was injured. The delivery driver slowed and police joined in. Eventually, the 4 suspects jumped out and ran. Cops used a canine unit in an attempt to track them down, but were unable to find them. However, during the search, cops did find a 16-year-old who'd previously been reported missing. Police didn't say whether or not the teen was connected to the carjacking, but if not, that seems super random.
And the winner is...
the guy who found a phone in a bathroom and used it to call in a fake bomb threat. You are the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.